Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. All right, so what we got in the stock market today? We got Dow Jones going flat on the day, Nasdaq after going up, giving up all the gains, going down 0.33%, S&P same thing going down 0.22%, and Russell going down 0.63%. And here's 11 sectors that actually makes up S&P 500 on top, leading the way utilities, energy, healthcare. So definitely a risk off move here in the market today. Stock market map, what we got? Not much going on here on stock market map. Microsoft flat, Nvidia up just a little bit less than 1%. Broadcom down over 2.5%. Apple down 0.5%. We got Amazon going flat, Tesla flat, Meta pretty much flat, and then we got Google going down 0.78%. On triple Q, it's down 0.34%. So let's talk about it, guys. And we can clearly see it. Does not mean that it has to play out. We have a bear flag forming here on the daily time frame, right here on triple Q Nasdaq 100. So if you look at my screen, multiple rejection right here near 484, 485 because of this trend line also, and it just consolidating inside this bear flag. So another thing I want to point out here, and I think we all need to see this. So this is the monthly time frame, and the last time we got a bearish cross to the downside here on this MACD, what happened? We had this 2022 bear market, right? Now what is happening recently, and these are longer time frames, so it's not going to happen next day. We're not going to go crazy tomorrow morning going down 20%, something like that, but something to be aware of that this is actually longer time frame. And look at a weekly here also. Look at this, it's just falling. I mean, we're nowhere near where this thing would cross back up to the upside, and it's even on the weekly time frame we're just forming a bear flag. But you can see it if you go for like a 4 hour time, you will see it clearly, a huge bear flag forming here on Nasdaq 100 and also on S&P 500. So now, and the volume here, it's not quite there. We had J Paul yesterday, he did pump a little bit yesterday, but you can see pretty much faded away, and we actually went nowhere. And again, he's downplaying inflation, and he's just not doing the right job. With a tariff now, I mean, what are you gonna do? In just 1 month, we saw inflation going down. What about next month? With all these tariffs now, what is going to happen? So, a lot of things, lots of questions, and I think soon we'll get an answer. That does not mean that we're just crashing and going down to zero. That's not my point, but something to, take a note of, that, these things are happening in the market. We got a bear flag. We also are holding this 478 level because below that we could get a flush all the way back down to these lows down here, 466 to even 460. Now, if we can clear and stay over, first of all, stay over 478, we can clear this high right here, 485. Then we gotta, move possibly on our hand up to 492 to even 500 to 503. That's the best case scenario to the upside as of right now. But if this thing is not moving over 485, watch out. At some point, you can see we are coming back and touching this trend line. This bear flag will break down. And if there is a breakdown here from this bear flag, you will see significant downside here on triple Q. And here's my X account. And if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And I don't want to take too much of your time, but I want to share some fantastic day trade and overnight swing trade ideas right here on SPY ETF. You can see right here, early in the morning today, I was talking about cashing out on SPY puts that we got yesterday right here at 570, 550 puts. We got out today for a nice juicy profit at 562 early in the morning on that drop. And then SPY just took at 562 at every one. And why? Because we got calls here on SPY right here. These came out early in the morning, and usually I put out trade ideas early in the morning, levels, and then I pick one or two trades pretty much every day. Now, I'm not somebody who goes and trades all day. I know a lot of people are itching to go and trade all day. That's not me. I trade one or two things in the morning if the market is giving me a nice opportunity, and that's it. I don't like giving back my gains back to the market. So you can see SPY buy areas right here, 563, 562, and that's been a strong support. And we picked up these calls where you saw that I was calling everyone to get in right here. And what happened, guys? Boom, that thing delivered, went to 570. Now, this was another one. I did not play this, obviously. I'm not going to play all these. This was another one. You can see SPY got up to 570 and there was a rejection, came back down to 564. So if you played this one, you also made money, but I did not play this because I was done with this right here. And also, the puts that I took day before where Jay Powell was pumping the market. This one, somebody called it out. I did not even, was actually looking to get into this play, but I took some here, meta puts here. Obviously, it got a little bit higher, but this thing, boy, oh boy, delivered, came down to 585. So huge rejection on that play as well. And all these trades actually paid. So if you're somebody who is really serious about trading and you want to get these serious trade ideas and not just go out there and gamble and trade, all day. That's not what I'm doing, guys. Learning together, and especially people that are serious and they want to become a better trader, definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. Also, you can go right here on my X page, and you'll be right here on top. You can see link to the Patreon and link to the Discord after you join, and you get all the trade ideas that you need to become a better trader. On SPY ETF, it's down 0.29%, so I'm not going to draw another bear flag, but you can clearly see right on my screen, it's also forming this bear flag. And look at these candles. We got inverted hammer today, guys. I mean, from the highs, seller came in and they pretty much sold everything off, and it's down on the day after having a strong push to the upside in the morning, where we took some of these calls here on SPY, and it was really good. The range here on SPY 550 and to the upside 570. That is your range for now. We come back, we take out, we get under this bear flag, we come back down to 550. And if we're going down and making a new low, that means more downside is coming. And the next big critical level will be 543 below 550. Now, so far it's staying alive by staying over 565. If that can hold, we might see a push up to 567 tomorrow, 570 to even 574. And that's all I see for this week. And we got only one more day left, which is tomorrow, Friday. So watch out for that here on S&P 500. On Dow Jones is absolutely flat on the day, and you can see it got a push up to 423 and huge rejection there. And same thing, bear flag forming right here. Now, if this thing comes back, there will be support at 418 to 416, blue line on your screen, 5-day moving average, and then this support 416. Below that, this bear flag will play out, and you're going to see a dump off all the way back down to 407 to even flat 400. If we can get over 423, that holds, then watch out for a push up to 425, and then we can talk about 433 on Dow Jones. On IWM, it's down 0.63%. So this one also getting a huge rejection off of this negative sloping 20-day moving average white line on your screen from 207.54 and coming back and holding right here at 204, just over that. These moving averages can act as a support, so watch out. 204, your key line in the sand for tomorrow's session. Underneath that level, you'll see a flush down to 198, 195, 193. IWM can break over 207.54. In that case, you're going to see a move up to 210 here on this daily time frame. So what's interesting, VIX was going up also, and you can see we did close below 20. It got up to this negative sloping 5-day moving average, and we got a rejection here at 21, came back, and now it's not even holding 20. But again, I don't have it on my screen. Maybe another time I'll share that. There was a lot of VIX calls coming in, not this month expiration or tomorrow or anything like that, but it's actually June expiration that is actually coming in. $30 calls once again. So somebody knows something, something is coming up. I just want to tell you guys that that is something to be aware of. That these VIX calls are coming in that are $30 strike. So here on VIX over 20, we might see a push up to 21, and past 21, this thing can move up to 23 to 26. If this thing gets under 20, I mean, it's not going to go down that much. And why? Because below that, we have strong support at 18, and then we have a lower Bollinger Band finally moving up, sitting at 1658 on VIX. So TLT on a breakout, guys, and we talked about it in my video over the weekend that watch out, it was forming this bull flag, and guess what? Boy, oh boy, did we break out of this bull flag pattern. Absolutely did. And you can see it's holding right at this daily 200 SMA. And that is technically really bullish. And if the bond market is going up, guess what? The stock market will take a back seat. So something to be aware of going into tomorrow's session, and next week, Monday, we will talk about this and see how things play out tomorrow. So definitely, if you're new here, subscribe and don't forget to hit that like button, guys. That's why, I'm actually making less videos, because these videos actually take a lot of my time. And when I see, it just not there, like, I don't get paid for these videos. I just make these videos because I like to, put out these contents where people can see, and maybe that will help, because I see a lot of people over trading and making a lot of mistakes that I have made in my life when I started trading. And now, from these mistakes, things are paying off, and I don't work for anybody. That's all I do, trade and just do stock market. That's the only thing that I do. And that is why, likes and sharing and subscribing to my channel definitely helps out, because I don't get paid for anything. And we called it before right here that this breakout is taking place, and you can see how nicely that is actually working out. And unfortunately, I mean, here we got a red body, a red candle today. So we will see how that plays out, and I'll keep you guys updated over the weekend right here with the stock market update here on TLT. Now let's quickly have a look at dollar. And dollar was up slightly on the day, but guess what? We are bear flagging here, and that's not good. Also, if this thing dumps and comes down here to retest these lows down here, which I think that's the case, that's going to be around 100. That is going to be the key support zone if this thing gets under 103. And that is all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated over the weekend.